Part 2 now, just very quickly before I carry on with the Brighton trip, some of the other things I bought in Infinity, were, as I said, I've already mentioned this, but I'll just show them to your camera. I just went and got them now to show you to your camera. This is the strawberries and cream fruit and not naked nibbles that I was talking about. I really do like that packaging. That packaging's amazing. I love it. It's pink and I just love that colour. I love it. I've also tried these recently. I didn't get these at Infinity. I got them in Manuka Foods, but these are also I actually really like these. These might actually be my favourite nibbles. Coconut Bliss, fruit and nut bites. And I say it's all natural ingredients. It just contains dates, cashews, raisins, cocoa and toasted coconut, rice flour and natural flavouring. I really like those. They're kind of like Sweeties, adult style. And these are absolutely amazing. I got these recently. I think they actually sell these in Infinity, but I got these in Tesco. These are Nuggets War Cookie Dough. Oh my god, these are absolutely amazing. This is Livia's Kitchen, and these were sublime. Date paste. It's got gluten-free oat flour, I think in there. It's got war chocolate. It's got maple syrup, salt and coconut sugar. They're really, really nice. And I got these from Infinity Food, but you can get these elsewhere. That's a pecan pie. I quite like that one. Anyway, now, moving on, anyhow. So, back to Brighton. So, we walked to the pier. I mean, if you're in Brighton, you have to go to the pier, right? You can't go to Brighton without going to the pier. The sun was now blindingly intense near the sea, but we popped inside a few quirky seaside shops. I was tempted by a cardboard cutout photo card of fish and chips. The type that always excited me as a child, and still does. I always used to send food cards to relatives when we were on holiday. There was also a very colourful rainbow teddy, but I did resist the urge to buy it. I really wanted it. I wish I bought it, but I didn't. Got enough anyway. We walked along a pier, right to the end and back. At the end of the pier there is an amusement theme park area, which was thumping out loud music. Strangely though, I could actually cope with this, even though I don't really... I do. I hate loud noise. I don't like loud noise at all. But I think because it was predictable, that's the thing, it was a predictable noise, and I was outside, and there were not many people around, so it was just like one stimuli, just the music to contend with, and I think it being outside as well helped, and because it's like, although it was loud, I could deal with loud noises better. This is the funny thing, I could deal with a noise better, even if it's loud, even if a noise is louder, if it's consistent, and if it's in a space gets controllable, and if it's in a space that I expect there to be noise, it's all of that. It's the fact I expect there to be noise, it's predictable, it's consistent, it's music, and you expect there to be music on a pier, and it was quite quiet, so I could deal with it. So if any of those variables were different, if it was unpredictable, if there were lots and lots of people walking around me, and if I couldn't escape, then I would be really stressed. So I think that's probably why, strangely speaking, even though I hate loud noise usually, I was actually quite calm in that environment, which, yeah. So it is a bit hit and miss like that, I think, with my... I'll be interested to know how you deal with noise, because, like, I'm really sensitive to noise, but it is quite kind of context specific, so let me know if you have that experience, because people often think, like, when I tell them how much I hate noise, they think I'm going to hate every single noise, but it's not the case. It is very context specific, so I'll be interested to know what you think about that. But I didn't go inside the arcade itself, because then you've got all the lights, you've got all the people, and I'll be like, no way. But outside it was fine. Now, in actual fact, there weren't too many people around on the pier. This was a weekday. I actually found the business of Brighton itself far more overwhelming than the pier with its loud music. So I was thankful that I had my support worker with me. Brighton is very overwhelming. You don't want to spend too much time there. I couldn't live there. And this was on a weekday, God knows what it's like on Saturday or holidays. But, thankfully I still enjoyed myself. I didn't get too overloaded, which was good. The one anxiety-provoking thing I would say was that there were quite a few druggies asking for spare change. And I think I would have found that quite worrying if I was on my own. At some point I'm going to have to deal with it, because I do want to go there on my own, but that can be a little bit unnerving. Although there are lots of people around, it's during daytime. I wouldn't want to be in Brighton at night time. As long as you stick to the areas where there are people. It was a little bit unnerving, but they were so zonked out, you just ignore them. Annoyingly, we did get quite a busy train going back, 5:05. We actually had to stand up, and I found this too much. It was quite stressful, so we got off at another stop, where I got some tea there, and a Deliciously Ella oat and fruit bar. It's a bit too chewy, but it did give me extra energy. And the next train we got on at another stop, which had to change again. It was still quite busy, but we did get a seat, so it was fine. In future I'll try and get an earlier train. But I still managed to get through it though without any getting too overwhelmed, so that was okay. This outing showed me that I do get on a lot with my new support worker, so I've already mentioned, so I'm very pleased with that. She's very easy to talk to, so I'm feeling very optimistic about that I do get on with her very well, and I'm very pleased that we do get on so well with her, and there's building up rapport there. It did mean, because I was quite overloaded after the trip, even though I enjoyed myself, I couldn't go to a meeting I was planning to go to on the 4th of October. I was planning to go to a GP working group meeting, which in run by the County Council, looking at making GPs more accessible for people with autism. But I did not have enough energy after the Wednesday, so on the day I had to send my apologies. I hate doing that, but, too early starts, one on top of another, can just be too much for me. I was hoping to be able to go, but I did manage to finish a book I've been reading, so that was good. And so that's it, really. Now, next week, I'm hoping possibly to do a very quick review of a little book I've been reading recently called A Little Book of Sloth, because there's a few questionnaires in there I might like to ask you questions to see what you score, so that'll be quite interesting. So until then, I hope you have a good week, and do let me know what you think about this video in the comments section below. Do subscribe if you haven't already, and let other people know about these videos, and I look forward to speaking to you next week. So thank you for watching.